Your Form ADV is the public face of your firm, a key focus for any examiner. But a problem exists. Nearly half of all regulatory exams uncover Form ADV deficiencies. These are not minor issues. They lead to fines, legal action, and reputational ruin. Regulators easily spot basic inconsistencies across your ADV Part 1, brochure, and Form CRS. We will now show the most common pitfalls, the regulatory mindset, and a clear framework to avoid them. Mistake Nurse 1. Your fees don't match your ADV. 43% of fee issues come from this simple oversight. Mistake number 2. Using weak hedging language. Regulators demand clarity. Say what you do, not what you may do. Mistake number 3. Inaccurate AUM. Understating it or overstating it are both serious violations. These are just a few common errors. So, how do you think like a regulator to catch these issues first? First, they operate on a principle of plain English. If they can't understand it, they assume you're hiding something. Second, their mantra is, if it's not documented, it didn't happen. Your ADV needs sound internal records. Third, they view your ADV as a living document. Material changes require a prompt update, usually within 30 days. But the single most scrutinized area is conflicts of interest. Any potential conflict is seen as a threat to your fiduciary duty. The standard here is the no materiality threshold. Even a conflict that seems minor must be fully disclosed. This means compliance is a continuous process of internal review, not just an annual filing. These are not theoretical rules. The SEC acts on them. Let's look at real-world enforcement. Case in point, private funds. The SEC has charged firms for failing to promptly amend their ADV after an audit. Another example, firms face enforcement for falsely reporting their business status to avoid state regulation. The challenge is getting harder because the game is changing. Regulators are no longer relying on manual reviews. The SEC now uses automated tools to screen the entire ADV database, flagging anomalies for investigation. And new risks are appearing. The SEC is now targeting AI washing, misleading claims about AI capabilities. With so many moving parts and automated checks, how can firms keep up? What is the core vulnerability? The vulnerability is the process. Firms underestimate the time needed for manual data reconciliation. But what's the ultimate source of that error? The ultimate source is human error. Studies show manual mistakes account for nearly 3/4 of all compliance failures. Recall the 50% deficiency rate from the start? When 74% of failures are human, you see the direct link. Manual processes are the biggest threat. This is why leading firms are turning to compliance automation to systematically reduce the single biggest risk factor. The benefits are clear. You gain accuracy, and by streamlining work, can cut compliance costs by up to 30%. So, what is the path forward? Step 1. Create a single source of truth for all client, fee, and service data. Step 2. Build a proactive compliance calendar. Schedule regular reviews and mandate prompt updates for material changes. Step 3. Use technology. Apply automation tools to cross-reference disclosures and manage your compliance workflow. We've seen that ADV errors are widespread and the consequences severe. The root cause is human error in manual systems. By adopting a proactive mindset, centralizing data, and using automation, you can make your Form ADV a proof of your firm's integrity. The next SEC exam is always coming. Your task today is to review your filing process. Where are your manual weak points? Because strong compliance is not about avoiding fines. It's about building an unbreakable foundation of trust. Find out how automation can secure your firm's compliance. Visit our website for a deeper look.